Pat Godwin is right over there.
I'm here, friends.
In the flannel shirt. It's Josh Arnold coming up later in the show, the new Josh Arnold theme song.
Okay.
So we can introduce Josh every time we come back.
No good can come from that.
This is Tom speaking. The lady of the house is Christy Lee. Hello, Christy.
Hi, everybody.
It's great to have you here. Let's
Good to be
visit
here.
the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk, your base of operations.
That's
Thank
right.
you very much. Thanks, fellas.
We have to wrap up our Today in History on this date in 1937, which goes hand in hand with our National Day of the Year. Spinach growers of Crystal City, Texas, erect a statue of Popeye on this National Spinach Day.
Oh.
It was National Spinach Day.
You didn't know that?
I did not know.
Nor
It
did
is.
I.
Yep.
Are you a big spinach eater?
I am.
Me too. I do not
Love
care
it.
for canned spinach, but any other is fine with me.
Huh. Like a nice spinach on your salad?
Yep.
I love mostly spinach.
Salad
too.
bar? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do they have like a got milk thing with Popeye? Did he ever do a campaign for them?
I don't know.
I mean, that was one of those things where they tried to do something really nice for kids to encourage them to eat something that they hate.
Yeah.
They could have gone the other way. Where does Popeye get his superpowers? He eats Milky Way.
Yeah, right.
Didn't somebody try to figure out what Popeye's mumbling sometimes during those cartoons? And it turned out to be just like filthy stuff.
I'm sure that's false.
Oh.
No, yeah, he's just.
Born on this date in 1874, Robert Frost.
Ah, the fine poet.
Whose birthday this is, I think I know.
Everything ends in death. Thanks, Bobby.
Well,
In
it
college,
pretty
I wrote,
much does, Jake.
I wrote the filthiest parody of that.
Did you turn it in?
Oh yeah, I did very well on it. It was I can't even do any of the lines.
None of the line.
Not really. It involved stopping in the woods in a snowy evening, and then
Right.
it evolved
then-
into a very unfortunate
Slap and tickle.
situation with.
Pooping?
No.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no,
surprised.
no scatological.
No, not at
Okay.
all.
We're not from you?
No.
With a lady?
No, that was the problem.
Oh, you're a...
Sure, yeah, he was all alone.
Self.
Whose horse this is, I think I know.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, sorry.
Born on this date in
So, I believe
1911.
it was called Sodomy in the Woods on a snowy evening. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Born on this date in 1911, Tennessee Williams.
Ah,
Now, are there a lot of people named after states? Because you get
There's
plenty of Georges out there.
Texas Jack.
Texas Jack.
you got a lot of people named cities. Dallas. There's a lot of Dakotas out there, but it never specifies north or south.
No.
Right. Well,
never
hopefully, one day they will be reunified.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One giant
It's too long that they've hated
that
each
split.
other, and
Yeah, that's Civil War.
yeah.
North Dakota versus South Dakota.
They're just waiting for some
We're
hardy
waiting for the
individual
Carolinas to do it first.
We just need the right candidate to
go up there and
have the
broker
courage to-
that
Exactly.
deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Both states want it. But
Are there any? Is there anybody that? That actually his actual name is like Florida Johnson or?
Florida. There was a Florida. Oh no, what was that? What's happening? Or
Yeah.
Flo Rida.
yeah, there is
Flo
Flo Rida.
Jersey Mike.
Again, not his real name.
I think Georgia might be the only.
Georgia O'Keeffe.
Sure.
Okay, but Tennessee
Everything's a
Williams.
vagina.
Was that his actual name or was that a nickname?
I think that Indiana Jones, I think there are people named Indiana.
No kidding.
Yes.
In the real
Yes,
world.
in
And
the
actually,
real world.
didn't we find
yes.
out the dog was named Indiana and he was named?
We named the dog Indiana. Indonesia.
Born on this date in 1931, Leonard Nimoy.
Now
Of course, he was Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars. Windbags, come get me!
Oh, God.
Now, last
Great
week,
actor or horrible actor? You decide.
Leonard Nimoy?
Yeah.
it was great.
Oh, it was great.
How about
Wooden.
Mr. Spock?
No.
Now,
he was supposed to be wooden.
Yes, he was.
last week we had Shatner's birthday.
Yes.
And as I recall, Shatner's birthday was also the birthday of
Of James Kirk.
That's right.
James Tiberius Kirk. They
Right.
share the, so does Leonard Nimoy share the?
I don't know that.
No, okay.
Doesn't say when
'Cause
Mr. Spock's
the
birthday
writers
is.
that was quite a stretch, giving
What's Dr. Spock's first name?
Larry.
That's what I thought. Dr. Lawrence
Larry Spock.
from the planet
Here
Vulcan.
come the windbags. I would
Tennessee
say,
Williams' real first name Thomas.
okay, I have a. Can you play the music for the top three?
Well, sure.
Top three hand signals of all time.
Okay.
Ready?
What?
Ready?
Yes.
What do you think, Josh?
So you're going to throw the Spock, the live long and prosper in there.
Yes.
Spock number
The
3.
Vulcan, yeah.
Number 3 would be Spock.
Number
Okay.
1 is you giving us the cut sign to shut up.
Number one,
number one.
victory. Winston Churchill.
I would say that'd be number 2.
Okay.
Is the bird the first one?
I would say
Yeah.
the bird is the first one.
Peace has got to be second.
Yeah, and then peace would be number 2, right?
Yeah.
Where does your scissors come into it?
Scissors?
You always give us the scissors.
That's way down.
Yeah, the cut sign.
That's way. What about?
Is the OK sign?
Nobody does it.
No, I think
and internationally that means other things.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Internationally, the OK sign means a-hole.
Yeah.
By the way.
That's right.
So,
They don't use it.
well, no, I mean, it depends where you are. If you use it
What about
in
this?
Cleveland. The up and down motion of the hand as if you're grasping a broom, Josh. And now in your world, that may be number 1. But for those of us that aren't marching down Vulgar Road,
Turned that right around on you, didn't it?
do you want to? Let's go ahead. Try your top 3, Chuck. What do you think? Top 3 hand signals.
Top 3 hand signal that I get?
Yeah.
Well, number 1 is your cut sign to shut up. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Or like this. No, it's more of a...
Across the throat.
Across-
And he,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
across the throat, and he like grimaces with his whole
Flash,
face, like, yeah, Jesus, shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2 is got to be the bird.
Yeah.
And number 3 is the double bird.
God, my favorite. The rotating double bird.
The rotating double
You'd
bird.
slam the
yeah.
door on your parents, face the door because they can't see you. Do the rotating door. Hey, I'll get you.
You did that a lot, didn't you? You mentioned that a lot.
Might have been an occasion or two. So, do you think is the Nimoy? Do you think he thought of that?
What?
No.
Oh,
The live long and prosper thing. I can barely do that. I have to really focus. It's like
I still,
Really?
I still say, look, we need somebody.
I can't
to
do
play
that thing
the,
you do. That
it's like winking.
you have.
The Vulcan. Nimoy.
Yeah, I can't really
act.
do it. On.
He's
I have
got
to.
a-
I can't really.
Tom's
Do
got a thing that
What?
when you point, I can't do it.
Wiggle your finger.
No, I'll. Never mind.
Make
I
you
should-
very popular in certain circles,
Can't you?
especially if you do the
don't you-
the
No,
OK
you
sign
do
just
this.
before that.
You do this all the time.
Can't you do the
Tom,
thing with your pencil?
You do this.
Balancing
I can't do that. Like
the
you
pencil.
do that all the time.
Okay. You know, the thing where you balance a pencil between your little baby finger and your index finger, and you take your other fingers through it. Like
Yeah,
that.
I can.
Look at that. You can't.
What? Good.
Normal people can't
Normal
do
can't,
that.
yeah.
You
he
need to
can
have a
do it.
straw to do it. It's an old bar trick. But the top 3 hand signals. Josh, your top 3 real quick.
the bird, number 1. Number 2.
Yep.
You know what? I'm a big fan of the devil horns. I do it. I'll do it.
yeah,
all.
there
that's
you
a
go.
good
I
one.
throw them
No
up
kidding.
at concerts.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. And number 3, probably the old sliding up and down the broom.
I was going to say the broom handle. When somebody's
It
talking,
makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, if somebody's talking, just go whatever.
Now, there's a secondary category, which is the best hand signals that require 2 hands.
Yeah.
One of them, of course, is the circle, thumb, index finger
Right.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the inserted other
Sure.
finger.
Yeah,
That's number 1 for me.
Yeah, that, of
when it
course,
comes to it, yeah.
implying consensual
Yes.
Right.
love
Right,
between
love.
2 adults that
Yes.
are consenting. We'll get to more of these
Oh
coming
my
up.
gosh.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. The handsome factor way up because we have guests in the studio. I thought one of you would say, yeah, it's me, but no, they can't pick up on it.
Well, we've learned not to interrupt you.
This is T-ball. This is T-ball, fellas.
You get a
don't
little.
know, we're all
well,
sort of
sometimes,
terrified.
sometimes you welcome it. Other times you climb down our throats. So
Terrified the way I like it.
yeah, terrified, unsure, motivation. That's what that spells.
Yes. Be very afraid.
There you go.
I'd like to point something out. If you turn around Brendan Eyre is right there. Brendan, can you read the sign there at the bottom of that electric sign? What does it say?
71 days without losing a guest.
That's 71 days without one of our guests storming out of the room, throwing the headphones down. and
Most
leaving
people
us.
would say monitor instead of electric sign, but
Whatever that thing's
Tom's
called.
a little different.
Losing a guest sounds like somebody died in the studio.
Well, maybe if he had, it'd be a better word.
Well,
I think I know that particular.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
gentleman.
Well,
well, everybody
county jail?
does. Yeah.
You bail him out, did you?
What's that? No, I would never.
Agreed, sir. Agreed.
You'd be a witness for the prosecution.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You stay right there where everybody's safe.
Here we are on the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Our engineer, the legend himself, Ace Cosby.
Time to rock.
Thank you very much, Ace. A man who has his own slogan. He's our sports doctor, Chick McGee.
Coming in hot.
There we go. That's
the
it.
one?
At the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. Now, I mentioned Brendan Eyre is right over there on his way to the Go Bananas Comedy Complex, Cincinnati, Ohio, this weekend.
It sounds like a nice restaurant. I have reservations at the Brendan Eyre.
And he has one of my favorite Twitter handles, Eyre Bud. EYRE Bud.
Here's the thing. I thought it was good. Here's the problem. Nobody knows how to pronounce
Yeah,
Eyre.
sure. They look at it's Eyre Bud.
So the only time I ever got the confidence to make a pun, it doesn't work because everyone's just like, "Well, Eyre Bud, you want me to follow? Okay, fine, I will, but I don't really."
Once again, it's Eyre like Jane Eyre, EYRE.
No relation.
Okay, and then we have Matt Holt.
Yes, sir.
Is your handle like Holt on loosely or something?
Holt Comedy. Yeah, no.
Oh, Holt Comedy. So there's no joke of any
No,
kind.
none at all. No, I don't mess with Twitter that much, so it'd be to waste a pun would be.
You could go with like Holt your mud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do
Oh,
that.
that's
good.
funny.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hold
Sure good. But then
Hold
people
the
would-
onions.
Yeah, right.
And then people wouldn't
Hold
come to
the
the
mayo.
show.
No.
Okay, sorry. And now we were
Holt and Catch Fire.
Brendan is a resident.
Holt on loosely,
Are you still a resident of Cleveland, Ohio?
No, I've been in Brooklyn, New York for 9 years.
Okay, very good. But you were a Cleveland Browns fan. We were discussing the origin of the name, the Cleveland Browns.
Sure, yeah,
Paul
still am.
Brown, the man called the father of football by many. But lucky his name wasn't White.
The Cleveland Whites.
Cleveland Whiteys.
Whiteys, yeah.
He jumped right to Whitey.
Yeah, he did.
Realized White's wasn't going to be funny enough, went to Whitey.
Remember Whitey Herzog, the old Cardinals manager?
Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whitey Ford?
Yeah.
Yankee,
Yep,
right?
yes.
Yeah. A lot of Whiteys.
Leave it to Beaver?
I'd leave it to Beaver. There was a
Yeah.
kid named Whitey.
Yeah, Whitey.
I'm guessing that
We're up
really
to our
isn't.
ankles in Whiteys.
Yeah. You know what, boys? There's not enough team pride. We got to change the name to the Cleveland Proud Whites. This is not good, Mr. White. Not good.
You thought the tomahawk chop was rough.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back to that massage parlor? Tokyo Roses. Okay. Let's. Hi, Christy. How are you?
Hi, Tom.
It's good to see you. Now
to see you,
tomorrow
too.
the show will emerge from the airwaves from Cincinnati's Jack.
Not only that, but we'll be in
Casino.
Cincinnati.
Very good. Well, what's going on at the news desk?
Well, we have an update on our ghost story from yesterday. A New England supermarket chain announced there are no ghosts in their supermarkets. A spokeswoman for Market Basket says
Just
in a
what I
statement
thought they'd say.
to the Boston Globe that, quote, as far as we know, all of our stores are ghost-free. The statement comes after someone posted a story on social media indicating they had seen an apparition at a store in Wilmington, Massachusetts.
Apparition.
Apparition.
Apparition is a weird kids game.
That's Operation. Person,
It's the famous game Operation.
Here we go.
It's on an app. If you touch the app wrong, you get a powerful jolt.
the person said the ghost was an old Victorian era woman in her nightgown near the frozen peas.
Oh, man.
Hundreds of people weighed in,
Oh, boy.
including others who claimed to have seen a ghost in the store.
Hundreds have seen them.
Yes. Justine Griffin, the Market Basket spokeswoman, says if there is anything to the ghost story, it's probably because she's attracted to our Victorian era prices.
You know what?
now
Is that right?
You know what else,
Justine-
Justine?
Oh, my
You know what else
God.
Justine said?
What?
I ain't working weekends. I tell you that right now. I don't know who the hell they think
Maybe
they
it's just
are.
a woman shopping in a nightgown.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Maybe so.
But my contention is everyone has a cell phone. If hundreds of people saw this, nobody managed to whip out their
Right.
phone and
Maybe
get
they
a
didn't have the wherewithal. They were so frightened or awed. And then maybe also, ghosts will drain the batteries of certain devices.
Oh, will they?
Yes, in order
So that
they
you
take the energy
cannot
from.
take their picture.
Right, exactly.
Good Lord.
You need one of those overnight radio shows where you can talk to your fellow quacks.
Oh, I'd love to do what George Norrie does. Just talk to them, those fine people every day. Yes.
I'm George Norrie.
As you know, a third of the human population are robots. Sure they are. I love the way those guys always take every call and they take it so serious.
That's my favorite part. Really? They get real.
My favorite one, I told you about my favorite one. The guy calls up and he goes, I'm sorry about last week. I was kind of depressed. I was making it rain all week. And he goes, oh, really? Yeah, I control the weather. You know that. When I'm down, it rains. And, I just haven't felt like it making the sunshine lately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
But it's compelling.
There might be aliens amongst us. We don't know.
Oh, there certainly are. Come on.
Yeah.
I like that the store was like, we got to hit back on this ghost story,
Right, yeah.
and we got to hit back right away.
Yeah, they were worried about the PR.
We got to get ahead of this. How do we do it?
Boys, we need a statement out immediately.
Come on, boys.
About the ghost in the P section.
And by the way, we're not selling Booberry anymore. We got to get that out of here.
I think that's how it started, okay?
Yeah.
I like the ghost was wearing Victorian clothes. What did she say? It's our Victorian era prices. That's pretty funny. They must be taking this with a grain of salt.
Are they selling mutton?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It's hard to find mutton.
It is hard to find good mutton.
Good mutton.
Yeah.
The poor ghost is just like in the freezer section. I don't know what a microwave is.
Or frozen. I don't know.
Yeah.
My ghost
Refrigeration. What is
husband.
this?
My ghost husband had a vasectomy. I'm getting him some peas
I
for
knew
his.
it. March Madness watching.
I have a coupon for that.
It's a March Madness ghost.
Yes.
Maybe whatever's bothering her, she'll go back to her grave and rest in peace.
Wow. Totally worth it.
Josh,
It really was.
Josh, you're not accepting
No,
that?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Touchdown.
Not accepting a rest in peace joke?
A young couple in Michigan claim their home is possibly haunted by a malicious ghost after their daughter appeared to have 3 deep purple scratches on her face. They believe they have captured the poltergeist on the nanny cam.
Not that deep.
Smoke on the water. Yeah.
Is the kid's named Ian? Because at one point, Ace, haven't
No,
there
the
been
kid's
12
name is
guys
Lily.
named Ian in the band Deep Purple? Is that required? Okay. So
Heather Bro, 25, and her fiance, Josh Higgins, 30, set up the camera after they discovered the scratches on their 1-year-old daughter, Lily, and they captured what can only be described as, Josh?
A full-bodied apparition, and it is as compelling a ghost evidence as I've ever seen.
Okay. Upon reviewing the footage, the couple believe a male figure quickly walks past Lily's crib
And the baby stands up and hears
Yeah.
it, is aware of its presence.
as she pops up and watches him through the room.
It's amazingly compelling.
It's undeniably a ghost.
I don't know how. If it's not a ghost, I don't know how they did it.
Well, it probably took a 5-minute course on CGI.
Here we go.
Nope.
No,
Here we
CGI. Okay, first of all, if you see these people and their home, there is no way they know anything about what CGI is.
I don't think there's any reason to judge them.
I don't think so.
Well,
They're
I did see them, and they are
socioeconomic
poor white
standing.
trash. But
And if you're listening,
They
I'm
could be
sorry.
certainly called poor white trash. You wouldn't-
no,
you wouldn't hear much of an argument.
they're nice people who are terrified.
Nice people who are they want to move out of the home now.
But they can't. They're saving up for a new home, and they
Yes.
found out
Yep.
that the previous owner jumped out the window and
Yes.
killed themselves. So
Yeah.
But it was a 1-story window.
you can still break your neck.
I'm just saying.
That's not really that
Not really much of a jump.
Leading up to this event, the family has heard sounds of screaming, stomping, and laughing.
Oh man, they got to get out
She
of there.
says she's been awakened by sounds like of a man shouting.
Oh, this is horrifying.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of there.
Wow. That's a pretty scary video, I guess.
Yeah.
A real
So,
ghost you just saw, Tom. You just saw a real ghost.
What is
Why
it?
isn't this on every news channel?
Well, because couldn't it also just be a guy? Couldn't it just be the dad?
no, it like disappeared.
It was kind of invisible.
Dads
half
disappear all the
invisible.
time.
Yeah, it's dark.
That deserved way more.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. I
What
stepped
did
on
you
that.
say?
What did
I
you
said
say?
dads disappear all the time.
That's strong.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah, nothing like the deadbeat dad comment.
I feel sorry for this couple. I do think
I do
they
too.
need to move. I think there is something
They're nice
there.
folks.
Yes.
What town in Michigan does it say?
Yes, it's
Ghostville,
Oh, sorry to bother you, Christine.
Casper.
Hey, no, that's in Wyoming.
They say Casper, Wyoming smells like ghosts. Much the way Hershey, Pennsylvania. And by the way, I've got a stack of emails from people whose towns smell like something.
I bet.
After our discussion of that.
Bob